Hey, how's it going guys? It's CK here and welcome to a video where I'm going to be giving you my personal top 10 reasons to be hyped about Forza Horizon 3. Now, as you all know, I am one of the biggest fans in the world of the Forza series. I do prefer the Horizon side of things now rather than the motorsport side because I'm an open world game type of guy, and when it's got cars involved, when it's got everything which is going to be in this game involved, I'm a sucker for it. So as I said, here is my top 10 reasons why I can't wait for this game. Kicking off with probably the most obvious one, the cars, or the vehicles in general. There is a massive variety in this game, from muscle cars, tuner cars, European cars, trophy trucks, blooming buggies, little buggies, and it's got nearly everything you can imagine in this, man. It is unbelievable, apart from bikes obviously, because Forza is more of a car game, but that would be interesting maybe in the future if they brought in bikes. Not too sure if that's ever going to happen, I highly doubt it, but I can't believe how many brand new cars are coming in from the start. Let me just name a few. 2017 Nissan GTR, Aston Martin Vantage GT12, Lamborghini Centenario, Aerial Nomads. That's just a few. That is just a few. There is absolute crap tons that I'm going to be either building, doing a review of, just generally mucking around with in the Outback and in Surfer's Paradise, because I've got shit tons of ideas and what I'm going to do in terms of reviews and builds. So if you do have any suggestions, leave them in the comments section below, guys, because I'm making a list right now before the game comes out. But probably my most hype cars at the moment have to be the Aventador SV, the Ferrari F12 TDF, the Lamborghini Centenario, and the one you're seeing right now is the little Aerial Nomad. I mean, there's many more, like the GT12 and the 2017 GTR, which I mentioned, but I don't know how the hell I'm going to get through it all. It's going to be a no-life situation when this game drops, definitely. So that was the first one. It is the cars. Now on to the second point, the location. Now I'm very glad that the guys at Playground Games want to kind of bring like places that haven't really been in games before, they haven't been in games for a very long time, back into them, because Australia, when have we ever seen like a proper fully based Australian map with cars in it? I don't think we ever have. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but it is it just looks so good, the location. The bit that we're going through right now is a gorge with all the water splashing up and everything, but we'll get to that in a little second. We've got the Outback, we've got the Pink Lakes, we've got Surfer's Paradise, the first proper blooming modern city in a Horizon game, because we used to have, like, I can't remember the name of it in Horizon 1, but it was a little town and everything. There wasn't really many high-rise buildings in it, it was just basically like one-level buildings. I just can't believe it, seriously. It's what we've been waiting for, like a big city playground to go drifting. So cool. And I'm really glad that they actually took a more off-roady vibe and kind of opened the world up a little bit more, because even in Horizon 2 we still had quite a lot of restrictions, but according to many people that have actually played it, it's way more open, and you can even see that in the gameplay which is going on right now. It looks incredible. I just can't wait to go off the beaten path, find some hidden stuff and everything, because the barn finds are back obviously. There's going to be even more of them, so it's going to be really cool to try and find them in the actual size of this world. So moving on to number 3, the customization. Yes, this is probably one of my most hyped things about this game. It is the customization, because they've finally added wide body kits into a Forza game. Liberty Walk, Rocket Bunny, and maybe even more. I mean, I don't know what my first build's going to be, but it's definitely going to involve a wide body car. I'm just so hyped for it. Plus we get new rims as well, and we might even get like big massive giant racing wings. For example, Tomcat's FRS. We might get something like that, because I've seen a few pictures. I think it's the 240SX in this gameplay which is coming up, has like a brace at the back for a big massive wing, so fingers crossed we can do that. It's not really my type of style. I kind of like the ducktail spoilers a little bit better, but I can see why people like it, and everyone to their own. But customization, Well done, Playground. Just well done, man. Well done. Now, the Forza faithful, like myself, is going to be very, very glad to see this come back. It is the auction house. Now, if you don't know what this is basically like a buy and sell and trade sort of thing, if you know what I mean. Like, you can put your car up for sale, you can set the price and everything, people will bid on it. It's a bit like eBay, if you know. It's a bit like eBay, but for the Forza games. And you can sell like vinyls, you can sell your designs and everything like that. It's a really, really cool feature, and I'm really, really glad they actually brought it back in, because I think the Forza games were kind of missing something. They were kind of missing that spark without the auction house, because it's just another level of interaction. You can go in and sell your car, as I says. It's just another thing on there which just adds to the icing on the cake, if you know what I mean. But I've got quite a good idea involving this. I'm not going to talk about it right now, guys, but it does involve yous, so get hyped about it. Now, moving on to number 5, and for the people that have been on the channel long enough will know that I love music just as much as I love cars. Obviously, cars have that a little bit of an advantage on music, but I'm a massive music fan, and Horizon 3 is delivering even more styles of music, because it's bringing in kind of like heavy rock, hip hop, more pop. It's get everything. Obviously, it's got the radio stations from the other games like Horizon Pulse, Bass Arena, etc, etc, etc. Now, some of the artists include one of my favourite electronic bands of all time, Nero. I love their work. I love nearly every single song from them. We also have Diplo, KDA, Tiny Temper, KTB, Written, Years and Years. The list goes on and on and on, but the two that I would love to see in the game as well, for kind of more of the poppy / sub pop era, it would be Washed Out. They are really, really good in terms of like relaxing songs and stuff. So maybe for Horizon 4, they could add in like a sub pop genre. I don't know if they're going to add in sub pop to the pop station, but that'd be really, really cool. And also Galantis. You cannot have a Horizon game now without Galantis. Seriously, they just suit the Horizon vibe very, very well. So I would love to see or hear Runaway or No Money in the game. But let me know what artists you want to see and what songs you want to see in the game as well, guys. I'm really interested to know. Really, really interested to know. But anyway, moving on to number 6. It is the graphics. Now, obviously, YouTube doesn't really do it justice. Obviously, if you're playing on like a big 4K TV, which I don't actually have, I've only got a 1080p monitor, but it looks fantastic on that even in the YouTube quality. So I cannot wait to get the game in my hands and see what it's actually like. I might try and upgrade my monitor to a 4K one, and I might buy the Xbox One S so it can get to like the full potential. So, but just from the things that we've seen so far, it's jaw-dropping. I don't know how they can manage this. It's so good. So good. Now, I'm not really one to judge games on graphics. I prefer gameplay over graphics any day. But it does help to have like a nice looking game. And that's why I've always loved the Forza series. They've been belters to look at, and they've been absolute belters to play. Just the little highlights in terms of graphics have to be the water splashes, as I mentioned before. Just going through that in the buggies, and any car in general would be really cool. But I'm interested to see if your car can actually drown, if you're in like a low enough thing, like a slammed Rocket Bunny 240SX or a BAC Mono or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to let you go through there, but it would be really, really cool anyway, because if it doesn't, that would kind of suck, because if you're going down there in real life, I know it'll flood the car in real life if you do generally do that, but it'd be still pretty interesting to see. And just little touches as well, like the close-up of the car's tyres, the tread looks incredible, and just the general landscape as well. It is properly done to a freaking T. Now, one of the other reasons why I love Horizon so much is the crazy bonkers showcase events. This is where you pit a car against like another vehicle, for example a jet, which looks like we're going to be doing with the Lamborghini Centenario, as you've seen in the trailer for like a snippet of a second. And I think it was like a biplane in Forza Horizon 1 versus a Mustang 427. Just all these crazy vehicles, and never thought that. it's great. It is really great to just like race something different, if you know what I mean, because it's all well and good like racing against cars and stuff, but why not go another step further and challenge yourself against some other machinery? I would love it if they had like a Top Gear styled race, like a plane versus a car versus a boat or something, kind of like that. But we can only wait and see, can't we? We can only wait and see. But moving on to number 8, and for me being a drifter, I really like the fact that they've added drift zones. Now, there is speed zones and stuff like that in Forza Horizon 2, but they've actually added in a drift zone. So it's going to be having an online leaderboard as well. So the more points you get, the better you'll rank, which is very cool, because that'll basically bring you back to do like better and everything. It'll bring you back to a certain spot and just do it all over again and do it over and over and over to get like the best score in the world. That's why I really like this feature, because it's making you play the game more and it's making you get better at it. So it just draws you in and it keeps you there for a long amount of time. But seeing some roads in this gameplay, for example the one that will be coming up in a few minutes, it really reminds me of Red Rocks. So if we have them sorts of mountains where it's like tight and twisty and everything like that, I really hope there's like proper drift zones on there, because they're just like the prime areas to go for drifting. Cannot wait for it. And in the 9th spot we have got the co-op career, or just like seamless co-op. This was shown off first at E3 and it blew my freaking mind, because just how easy people can drop in now to your game and just do races with you is insane. But the thing that I've always said to myself is that if you're doing a career race with them, do we need to beat our friends in order to actually win the race, if you know what I mean? Or are we kind of like a tag team, like if he wins, I win as well? That's the thing that I need to kind of understand. I'm not too sure if it has been like confirmed if you can do that or not, but it'll be interesting to find out when the game does drop. But yeah, that's the one thought I was thinking, like, what if he wins and I don't win and it's a career race? So yeah, but I'm generally just excited to see what's going to happen when you can actually do the career with your friends, because me and Andy have been in talks about doing like some videos together for like the career and just generally mucking around in the Outback. And the last thing that I'm really hyped for about Forza Horizon 3, they just showed it off in the brand new Gamescom gameplay. It is drone mode. Essentially a YouTuber's wet dream mode. Because we have been wanting, for the people that make like montages and for the people who want to take photographs and everything like that, but without the restrictions, then we've got it. We have got it now. It lets you basically pilot a little invisible drone. It's basically the camera that can go anywhere. It can follow other cars and you can take it crazy amounts of distances. So if you want to get a good shot of the landscape without the car, then you can do that. I think you can raise it up to any height you want. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. And plus, the world still moves on while you are in drone mode, so you see all the cars moving, it's not paused or anything. So it'd be really good if you want to get some live drifting shots and everything like that, because that's the one thing that I think Forza Horizon 2 and Forza Horizon 1 had a problem with, trying to get like replay footage for montages, because you kind of had to like rewind the car, if you know what I mean, because there was no like replays and stuff like that. Unless you were in races. In the real world, it's really hard to get like footage, but that ain't the case no more. So yeah, I might go back and do some little mini montages and stuff like that, because I used to do that when I first started my channel. I mean, it'll be way easier now. Super easy, especially if you get friends there as well that are drifting with you. And just for a little bonus point, I'm not really going to call it number 11 because it's a tiny thing. The train! The freaking train, man! There's actually a movable train which is going along the tracks. You need to watch out just in case you don't get like a Fast and Furious moment where you're going freaking jumping over the tracks and it's right there. That would be cool, and I can guarantee you someone is going to do that. Someone is going to do that, man. But it's really cool. It just brings a little bit more life to the game, and I might be doing something involving that train as well. So I'm kind of dropping big hints here. Kind of dropping big hints, man, but yeah, anyway guys, that has been my top 10 reasons to be hyped about Forza Horizon 3. Let me know yours in the comment section below, but I do presume most of them are going to be the same as mine. I am just dying for this game, seriously, I am dying for it. As soon as it drops, hopefully I do get an early version from Playground Games, so if you are watching, then that would be much appreciated. Wink wink, love you long time. But yeah, seriously, I just can't wait. I just can't wait, because there's going to be so much more content on the channel, so many fresh ideas, and as I said, if you got an idea, leave it in the comment section below for me to write down, because I'm going to do anything you guys suggest. And yes, before you asked, Forza Horizon 3 open lobbies will be happening. There we go, that's it. So no comments about that, they will be happening. So yeah guys, I'm going to go ahead and watch some more gameplay of this game, because I just can't stop watching it. My eyes are literally glued to the fucking screen. But yeah, bring on September 20th, well that's the early access version, or September 27th here in the UK when it's officially out, but fingers crossed for an early version. Whoa, I can't wait. But anyway, thank you very much for watching guys. If you have enjoyed this video, then a like is heavily appreciated. Your support means everything to us, and you guys are always awesome anyway. And subscribe to the channel if you are brand new for more Forza Horizon 3 content. So I'll see you next time guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.